Hello and welcome back, students. Today we are going to see the unit 3 of your grammar book, that is pronouns. And in previous video we have seen the noun and kinds of noun we have seen and exercises. Later on I will be sharing the exercises, solved exercises in WhatsApp group. Now let's see pronouns. So what is pronoun? We already know that instead of noun we are using pronoun, but here we are focusing on the parts of pronouns and which kind of pronouns are there and which where it is used and in what special cases the pronoun is being used with uh, following which noun or which word. So starting with that, you already know that pronouns are words used instead of nouns. There are 7 kinds of pronouns, so you must be knowing and must learn these 7 kinds of nouns and pronouns, and uh, uh, you have to learn that where should we use these pronouns with what particular noun. So first one is personal pronouns, reflexive or emphasizing pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, distributive pronouns, interrogative pronouns, and relative pronouns. There are 7 pronouns. Now 7 kind of pronouns. So quick recapitulation is there, that with what words we can see that okay, these words are which pronoun is that. So first one is personal pronoun. So what words we can say that which is a personal pronoun? So it's written there, also called that they stand for 3 persons. So we know that 3 kind of persons are there: first person, second person, and third person. So first person is I, we, me, you, us, mine, ours. So these words are called personal pronouns. Even though they are first person, so it will be called personal pronouns because it is being used with a personal one. Second person, you, yours. Third person is he, she, him, her, hers, they, them, theirs, it. So these words are called personal pronouns only. Second one is reflexive or emphasizing pronouns. Emphasizing means to put a stress on something: myself, ourselves, yourselves, yourselves, himself, herself, themselves, and itself. These words, so if you read these words, so it is showing that emphasizing or the support, or you can say that forcefully saying that the myself, I'll do it myself. So putting that pressure on the word, that's why it's called emphasizing or reflexive pronouns. Third one is demonstrative pronouns. So demonstrate means to show or indicate something. They point out objects. It's written there only, they point out objects like this, that, these, those, such. So it is very clear that if a word which is being used to show or indicate or point any object, that's called demonstrative pronouns. Fourth one is indefinite pronouns. So indefinite pronouns, that there will be plural or more than that. These words, if showing that kind of sense that plural or more objects are there, that's called indefinite pronouns. They refer to persons or things in general. So words are there: all, some, many, few, none, and others. So they are showing that they are more than 2 or always plural. Next is distributive pronouns. So distributive, the meaning of the distribute itself to distinguish or separate. So if putting a separate one by one, talking about one by one, so it will be distributive pronoun. So if we are talking about one by one, means once at a time, so it will be singular only. They refer to a number of persons or things one at a time. It's written there, one at a time. Each, either, neither, anyone, everyone, all. So if they are talking about uh, one at a time, so all here also there, and indefinite also all is there. But here if you say all of them, all of them, all of us, so that is called distributive pronouns. Next is interrogative pronouns. Pronouns used for asking questions are called interrogative. That's the simplest one to recognize which pronoun is there. If asking means the question word it itself a subject in the sentence, that's called interrogative pronouns. Pronouns used for asking question are called interrogative pronouns. They are who, what, which, whom, and whose. So they are showing, and they are the subject in their respective sentences. So it's showing that where to use who, which, and whose, and what like this. So first one is that who, whom, and whose are used for questions about persons. Persons means people or living people. What is used for questions about things, which is non-living things or the material one. Third one is which is used for asking question about a particular person or thing. Okay, which one means talking about the means that respective or the particular one talking about the same thing, okay, which is already known by the speaker or the listener. So that's called uh, interrogative pronouns. Seventh one, relative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, which, and that join two sentences. Here these words are not being used as question words, they are being used as the joining or the conjunction, joining word of two sentences or the conjunctions. The noun to which a relative pronouns refer or relates is called an antecedent. So this is called antecedent. Who is used for persons only, which is used for animals and things without life, that is used for person, animal, or thing. It means that can be used for purpose or cause. Okay, now here it's there important point for that one, personal pronouns. We use personal pronouns to refer to people, things, or animals. Example, we want to meet the director. So now here it's there to we want to meet the director. That's we is a personal pronoun. We use I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they before verbs as subjects. We use me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them after verbs as objects. I lent him my camera but he broke it. So here the subject I, then him is object, okay, that's pronoun, and then my camera but he broke it. So talking about the he, who broke it, okay, he's the subject of the another sentence. So exercise 1 on the next page is there. Fill in the blanks with the correct pronouns to complete the following letter. So it's letter, so you have to complete that letter. First one is that thank. So thank, after that what will be written over there? Thank. So it will be there you. Thank you for present, your present and your letter. Or you can already dear Vivek. So already you have introduced the subject of the sentence already. So you can use you because it's the letter for Vivek only. So you can fill it out. Later on I will be sharing that solved one in WhatsApp group. Now next one is possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives both express possessions. Possessive adjectives come always before nouns. Possessive pronouns are used instead of a noun. It means if noun is there and noun is there only and possessive and adjective is there, so it is possessive adjective. If noun is absent and the word is there, so it is called possessive pronoun. That is very simple. So here we can see that the difference. Possessive adjective my, then the book. So possessive pronoun will be mine. So here my book, instead of writing mine book, my book, you can write mine. So the full sentence will be book of mine. Okay, so your pen, his cat. So here will be his only. Okay, so you can go through with the chart. Then below than that example is there. This book is mine, the book is yours, the new car is ours, this dog is yours. Like that it will be possessive pronoun. I told you what is possessive pronoun if it's there. Okay, for possessive pronoun it will be there only. That is emphasizing pronouns and the possessive pronoun. Okay, complete the sentence with either a possessive pronoun or possessive adjective. Okay, so both we can use possessive pronoun or possessive adjective will be there. So I told you if noun is there and you are using the word, so it is possessive, there will be possessive pronoun. If instead of noun you are going to use, that will be possessive pronoun will be there. Like first one, this is my room. So instead of writing you, I mean yours is on the next floor. So first one is possessive adjective, second is possessive pronoun, because here no noun is there, yours will be there as a noun, so it is pronoun, possessive pronoun. And here this is my room, so instead of I it is possessive adjective. So you can fill it out, and now you can turn the page. So the exercise 3 saying that underline the pronouns in the following sentences and write down their kinds in the space given. So just to identify which pronoun is being used, underline it and write in front of that. Next one is section C saying that agreement of the relative pronouns and their antecedents. So that is quite important, so look closely about that. The relative pronoun must be of the same number, gender and person and its antecedent. As the boy who was lazy was punished. So just after boy, the pronoun is there only. So relative pronoun just after the noun you are going to express, or you are going to talk about that noun, just after that you have to write. The second one saying that the boy who worked hard passed the examination. Now next one is I comma who am your friend who will help you. So just after I, because the word who is expressing the noun I. I am the person that has done this. So person, so person telling about the person, after just after person that is there to express that pronoun. You who are rich should help the poor. Just after you it's there who. So it means you have, if you are using relative pronoun, so just after the noun or pronoun you are going to express, just after that you have to put. Okay, so second last one is that he is one of the greatest leaders that have ever been born in India. So just after leaders that is there, it means talking about that leader only. Okay, so like that only. Exercise 4, out of the 5 answers A B C D E, choose the one that is correct, write the letters of this correct answer. So you have to select that one from the who, which, that, as, what, A B C D E, choose it and write in front of the sentence. The box is there, so you can fill it out here only. So 25 exercises there, fill it out by yourself, and be careful, fill out by pencil only, don't use pen on the book, use pencil only. So write with pencil. So exercise 5 also same thing here, who, whose, whom, which, that, you have to fill it out. After exercise 5, turn the page. Exercise 6 is there and asking that choose the correct verb form, the brackets to complete the sentence given below. So you have to choose the verb. So choosing the verb is nothing but choosing the singular or plural. The first one I'm telling you, a few of the apples. So a few of the apples. So a few, it is singular only, talking about the a few. So is left. The rest have, HAVE, have will be there, been eaten, because it's plural. Each apple. So here the word each showing the singular one. So always singular will be there. Each apple on the plate has been cut. Has, because we know that with singular we use has, with plural we use have. So like that 10 are there, fill it out. Now next one is join together each of the following pairs of the sentences by means of a relative pronoun. I just described on the previous page how to do that. Okay, so first one I'm telling that this is the man, I trusted him. Okay, so you are going to tell about the man. Okay, sorry, talking about you only, because you trusted him. Okay, so how will you write is that you will write this is the man whom, WHOM, whom I trusted him. Just after man you will write whom. Whom means jisko or jiska. So jisko, whom means jisko. This is the man whom I trusted him. So just after man you will be writing. So you have to choose the word or the noun or pronoun. Just after that you have to put who, whom, whose, which, or that will be there. Now come to the section D. It's there. Before giving the example, it's written there, when sentences are connected to one another by who or who and which, you must place the connecting word immediately after the noun to which it refers. See, I told you it's written in an important note, but I already told that just after the noun to it which it refers. For example, the waiter served us who was very clumsy. So this is the wrong one. Okay, because here see that the waiter served us who. So after us it's there who. So who is not referring to us only, because who is referring the waiter only, right? So below than that, see that it's written there. This is a very absurd sentence. Absurd means this is not proper one, it's awkward. So here it should be written as, see the correct one, the waiter who served us was very clumsy. Okay, so just after the waiter it's written who. Second one is the pretty little hut up on the hill which belongs to me. That's wrong. Why? Because which is there after hill. Okay, so here will be there the pretty little hut which is up on the hill. So hut is on the hill, up on the hill. That's why just after hut will be there. So exercise 8 is there. So same thing we have to do it in pronoun. So solved exercises I'll be sharing soon in the WhatsApp group. Meanwhile, if you have any problem, any confusion in this one, you can comment here itself. I will answer, and you will get the, I think everybody can get the answer of the same question. So in the next video we will see that determiners. So determiners, you have already heard about the determiners, so we will see the articles and determiners in the next video. Till then, take care and fill the exercises very well. Okay, thank you.